Hello gems, in this video we are going to be joining our two panels together, the front and the back. I have my two panels complete now. This is the right side and this is also the right side of this. Right side will face the right side this way. This is the wrong side and this is also the wrong side of the other one. So we have this. I'm just going to measure what we have here from this end to this end. We have about 19.5, but of course it is stretchy, so it can reach to 20 inches like I put in my measurements. In the sketch I showed that I want my neck to be 8 inches, but when I made the other blouse like this, I noticed that 8 inches might be a bit small, so I would be using 10 inches for the width of the neck. Since my neck width is going to be 10 and the measurement of the whole thing is 20, I'm going to minus 10 from 20 to remain 10, and if we divide that 10 by 2 we would have 5, so we would have 5 inches here and 5 inches here. So it is that 5 inches we'll be joining that will form the shoulder. Now I've measured my square, measuring 20 inches. I'm going to count how many stitch clusters I have here. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 and 18. So I have 18 stitch clusters. We are going to be finding out how many clusters we will need for 5 inches. When I mean cluster, I mean just these 3 stitch together, the cluster. 18 clusters give us 20 inches. That means 10 inches will give us 9 clusters, and if we now divide that 9 by 2, that means we're going to be having 4.5 clusters. And of course there's no 4.5, except I want to like put it in the middle here, which is not bad. So let me measure and confirm. Okay, you can see my 5 inch, it is not here, but it is picking part of this other cluster, so that means we are accurate. So I have 1 2 3 4 and a little bit of the 5th one. What I'm going to do now is to put my stitch marker there. 1 2 3 4 and a little bit of this. So I'll just put my stitch marker after this first one. I can as well put it here if I want the neck to even be more open, or just make it 5 here, but of course it will reduce the width of the neck, so I'll just put it exactly where I measured. I'll put my stitch marker this way. I'll measure this other one too and put a stitch marker there. 1. Please make sure that both the front and the back panels are aligning. Make sure that the stitches are aligning. 1 2 3 4 yeah, then one of these. Good. This is where we'll be joining for our shoulder. Let's now measure what this neck is giving us to see if it is 10 inches. Can you see? 10 inches. It is not compulsory it has to be exact. Even if it is a bit, this thing is kind of stretchy. Even if it is close to 10 inches, it will still stretch. It will even give room for more than 10 inches. So you can work with the measurements that you get. Now we'll be joining these shoulders. To join my shoulder, I'm going to be using 4mm hook. You can as well use the hook that you used for the granny stitch, but I feel like the 4mm will make the stitch tighter in the sense that it will be closer. It won't have holes. Even if there are holes, the holes will not be too large, unlike if I use the 7mm I used to work this. So what I'm going to do is to attach my yarn here, and the reason why I'm attaching here and not from this edge is because I'm going to have an end. Once I'm done, I will have an end, and I don't want to start working it through, so it is better I start from here, then I'll have an end here, then when I'm working my sleeve I will hide that end. I'm going to attach my yarn here. You can attach normally like this, or you can do a slip knot this way. Anyone works just fine. So I have this. I'm going to be using single crochet to join the front and the back panels together. So I'll chain one like this, then I'll go to the next stitch this way. Please make sure that your stitches are aligning. make sure that they are aligning. You go to the next, like make sure you are picking the front and the back of the same stitch. If not, when you are done, what is going to give you are not going to like it. So you continue this way until you get to this end here. So I've gotten to this end here. I'll just do a single crochet here. I'll chain one and cut and pull this out this way. So this is what we have. You can as well even test, although the stitch marker might come undone, but again, you can wear this even before you join the shoulder. You can put this through your neck and see if you like how it looks. If you want it to be more closer, you start your joining from maybe somewhere here so that it can be more closer. If you want it to even be more open, you can start your joining from like somewhere here. So I'll join the other shoulder and we would measure our armhole and join the sides. So let me join the other shoulder. I'm done with both shoulders and this is what we have. I'm just going to remove the stitch marker since we don't need it here anymore. Now that we've joined the shoulders, we are going to be joining the sides, but we will remove the armhole first before joining the side. For my armhole, I want it to be 8 inches. I measured 8 inches, so I have my 8 inches around somewhere around here. Yeah, so that's 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So I have 7 clusters. I will just put my stitch marker here like this. Okay, so I'll do the same for the other side. Then we'll now join from this side downwards, from this side to the down parts. So this opening will be our armhole. Then we'll now fix our sleeve. Let me put my stitch marker in the other side too. 1 2 3 4 5 6 and 7. So to join the side, I'm just going to fix my hook here and do it the same way I did the shoulder. I'm going to make sure that my stitches are aligning. I'll make sure that the front and the back panel, the stitches are aligning this way. I'm trying to hide this yarn as I go so I don't have to weave it in when I'm done. So I'll continue. So I'm just going to continue this way, making sure that my stitches are aligning. I'll continue joining it till I get to this end. I would now come to the next part here and I'll repeat the same thing. I'll attach my yarn here and continue till I get to this end. So we would have our armhole. So when I'm done with the two sides, I'll meet you.